Hello, friend. Have you ever wondered why, despite the myriad of opportunities that the modern world offers, we still put off important things? Procrastination is not just a habit, it's a real problem that you need to overcome in order to reach your potential. In this video, you'll learn 5 tips from a Stoic AI that will help you look at your life through the eyes of a sage and use technology to achieve your goals. This is not just a lecture, but the first step to a new, more productive life. Are you ready to change your approach to tasks and become more successful? Then let's get started. Part 1. Understand your real goals. One of the main sources of procrastination is a lack of clear. People often put things off because they don't understand why they should even do them. Stoics teach us that we need to understand what is really important before we act. It's important to not just do something for the sake of the process, but to understand why you're doing it in order to be motivated towards the goal. Sit down, grab a piece of paper, and write down your main goals. Try to write down not just make money, but deeper, more specific goals. Create a successful project that will help thousands of people, or make a habit of exercising to improve your health. Ask yourself, why is this important to me? Write whatever comes to mind, even if it seems unrelated to the main goal. For example, I want to help people because I believe in the importance of taking care of my health. Such answers can reveal underlying motivations that are not always obvious on the surface. Understanding the true reasons behind your motivation helps you deal with procrastination much better. When you know why you want to do something, the goal becomes clear and you can truly start moving forward. Artificial intelligence can help you in this process. There are plenty of planning and productivity apps out there right now to help organize your thoughts. Use apps like Notion or Todoist to break down your goals into smaller steps. Imagine your goal as a huge mountain. When you look at it from a distance, it seems impregnable and intimidating. But if you break the process down into steps, each step will be easier and you won't feel overwhelmed. The clearer your goal is, the more specific steps you create, the less tempted you'll be to put things off until later. Every time you accomplish a small task, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and reinforces your motivation. Use progress tracking apps like Habitica or Beeminder to help you visualize your progress and keep track of how close you are to your goal. This will be your motivator, reminding you that every small step brings you closer to your big goal. When you see real results, you won't want to stop. Part 2. Take control of yourself. The Stoics argued that we should only focus on what we can control. This simple but powerful rule is still relevant today. There are so many factors in our lives that are beyond our control. Other people's decisions, unpredictable circumstances, external events. However, there is one thing that is always in our hands: our own choices. You choose how to react to what happens and what actions to take. You decide what to do with this time you have and how to manage your energy. Before you move on to the next step, make sure you fully understand what you can control and what you can't. For example, you can't control the number of tasks that come up in your life, but you can control how much time you spend doing them. You can't control how the internet works or how fast deadlines go, but you can control your organization and planning. The first step to achieving your goal is to create an environment that supports you in the process. When you're constantly distracted by notifications, social media hangers-on, and other irritants, it makes it hard to work. In order to increase your productivity, it's important to get rid of anything that gets in the way. For example, limit the time you spend on social media. Set limits on using certain apps through services like Freedom or Stay Focused. This will help you remove all external stimuli so you can focus on the tasks that really matter. You should also consider creating a physical space that promotes concentration. If your workspace isn't organized, it can be a source of stress. Remove unnecessary items from your desk, leaving only what you need to get work done. The principle of minimalism in your workspace promotes better focus. Important point: the use of technology also plays a key role in how you will deal with procrastination. Today's technology provides us with many opportunities to optimize our time and work process. You can use artificial intelligence as a time management assistant. For example, install an app that will keep track of how much time you spend on work and how much on useless activities. And then there are services like FocusMate that help you find a focus partner and work collaboratively with someone in an online format. This helps create discipline and commitment to your work, which greatly reduces the temptation to procrastinate. Don't forget that control isn't just about work processes. It's also about controlling your emotional state. Stoics teach us that our moods and emotions should not control our actions. We choose how we feel about certain events. For example, if you feel stressed about a big job, learn to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than an obstacle. You can change your reaction to stressful situations by practicing mindfulness and self-control. Part 3. Artificial intelligence as a mentor. Artificial intelligence is not just a set of algorithms and programs. It is a real assistant that can accompany you on the way to your goals. The Stoics taught that philosophy without action is empty knowledge. Similarly, AI as a tool will be useless if you don't use it to improve your life. Imagine having a personal mentor who will always tell you how to allocate the right time, how to focus on a task, and how to stay on track. That's the power of artificial intelligence. It helps you stay focused, channel your energy, and remind you of what's important. To use AI effectively, start by installing simple apps to help you organize your day. One such app is Todoist, which will allow you to create a list of tasks and prioritize them. Apps like Notion can help you create visual boards for your goals and steps to achieve them. You can integrate AI with calendars to optimize your time. For example, if you use Google Calendar, you can set reminders for important tasks. AI doesn't just remind you of things to do, it can suggest ways to optimize your time, improve the structure of tasks, and even suggest ways for you to be more productive based on your behavior and habits. What's more, AI can track your progress. Apps like Rescue Time analyze how much time you spend on productive and unproductive activities. This approach helps you see the real picture of your activity and adjust your habits, steering them toward productivity. Every time you see that you've spent too much time on unimportant activities, it will signal you to rethink your priorities. It's also important to remember that AI helps you not only with scheduling and time tracking, but also with decision making. Using data and algorithms, AI can recommend the best ways for you to accomplish your goals. It can advise you on which tasks are most important and how you can speed up the process of completing them. Using AI doesn't mean you become dependent on it. On the contrary, it's a tool that enhances your own ability to self-organize and achieve goals. It's like having a mentor who is always there for you, ready to give advice, but who won't make decisions for you. When you start using AI as a mentor, it's important to customize it to your personal goals and objectives. For example, you can use apps to create reminders so you can get tips on a daily basis to improve your productivity or time management advice. Plus, don't forget to use AI to analyze your work, how you spent your time in the past, what mistakes you made, and how to avoid it in the future. This will help you optimize your actions and reduce procrastination. Part 4. Act gradually. The Stoics teach us that great goals are achieved not through sudden and rash steps, but through persistence and patience. They encouraged us to act in small steps, not trying to encompass everything at once. And that's an important truth to apply in the fight against procrastination. When you're faced with a huge task, don't try to accomplish it all at once. Break it down into smaller pieces that will be easier to accomplish. The principle of small steps allows you to focus on one action and not overwhelm yourself with huge tasks. This helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed, which often leads to procrastination. One popular method that is perfect for this purpose is the Pomodoro method. This method involves working in short intervals, for example, 25 minutes each, and then pausing for 5 minutes. After 4 such cycles, a longer break of about 20 to 30 minutes is taken. This method helps you hold your concentration and prevents you from getting tired, because you know that after a few minutes, there will be a short rest. You don't feel crammed into one long workflow, and each step feels much easier. With the use of technology, you can easily keep track of your time with apps like Pomodoro or Focus Booster. These apps will help you set a timer and also remind you to pause. You can choose the interval you're most comfortable with. This is another example of how artificial intelligence helps simplify your path to productivity. By using such methods, you'll gradually notice your productivity increasing and your workload becoming more manageable. In addition to using such methods, it's important to pay attention to your state of mind. Stoics teach that our internal state directly affects how we perceive the world. When you feel tired or overwhelmed, it can be a signal that it's time to pause. Don't try to overwork yourself for the sake of getting on with things. Instead, it's better to rest, regain your energy, and then keep moving forward. It's important to find a balance between work and rest. Only then can you avoid burnout and make the process more sustainable. The small steps method helps not only in work, but also in developing personal habits. If you want to change your daily routine, start with small changes. For example, instead of starting right away with a drastic change, start by getting up 10 minutes earlier. This will help you get used to the new habits without forcing yourself to change your whole life from day one. Gradually, you can increase the time for morning rituals or exercise. Remember, the actions you take every day, even the small ones, shape your personal productivity. These steps, while seemingly insignificant at first glance, make a huge difference in the long run. Gradually, you begin to see your efforts lead to results. The important point here is regularity. Consistent small efforts create a snowball effect, and at some point you'll find that all your goals become achievable. In fact, this is one of the main ideas of Stoicism. Not to chase great results, but to strive for constant improvement in small but sure steps. This allows you not only to avoid procrastination, but also to work with true pleasure, realizing that each small step brings you closer to greater achievements. Part 5. Sustaining success. Achieving goals is only the beginning of the journey. To sustain success, you must develop discipline and the ability to self-reflect. The Stoics teach us that it doesn't matter how fast we achieve our goals. It's more important how we maintain the results we've achieved and maintain stability in our lives. When you've achieved a result, it's important to keep going in the same direction and not stop. The praise and joy of winning is great, but it's even more important to find a way to build on your successes and make them a part of your daily life. One important aspect of Stoicism is gratitude and self-reflection. The Stoics encourage us to regularly reflect on our actions and analyze our successes and mistakes in order to improve ourselves. Take a little time each day to write down what you have accomplished and what conclusions you can draw from the past day. This will not only help you evaluate your progress, but also help you realize what changes you need to make to become a better. Diary or reflection apps like Reflectly or Journey can help you structure your thoughts and track your personal growth. AI can be your trusted assistant along the way. Modern technology can analyze your progress and provide recommendations to help you avoid mistakes and increase your productivity. For example, you can connect a time analysis app to see how much time you spend on tasks and optimize your day based on this data. All of this will help keep you motivated and disciplined, creating a system where success becomes sustainable and long-term. For the Stoics, it was important not only to achieve goals, but also to maintain inner harmony despite external circumstances. Your productivity and achievements should not depend on external factors such as praise or recognition from others. Sustained success is based on an inner drive for excellence and discipline. By developing these qualities, you will not only be able to achieve great results, but also maintain them for a long time. In addition, it's important to remember that sustaining success is a process. It doesn't mean that you reach the top and then you can relax. You'll constantly face new challenges, but that's okay. The key is to keep going and keep moving forward. Maintain your habits, stay focused on your goals, and you'll see the results continue to grow. That's what sustainable success is all about. Keeping moving and striving for self-improvement. And remember, success is not an end goal, it's a process. Every day, every step along the way matters. If you follow the principles of Stoicism and use artificial intelligence as an assistant, you will be able to achieve your goals and maintain success for a long time. Your life will become more and more productive, and you will be more and more harmonious and confident in your abilities. Congratulations! You've taken the first step to overcoming procrastination and achieving your goals. Remember, productivity isn't magic, it's a conscious choice. Use the tips from Stoic AI, implement them in your life, and you'll see your reality start to change. Make productivity your habit and success inevitable. Subscribe to the channel not to miss new videos with useful tips, and share this video with your friend